You're tuned in.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the Los Angeles Rams. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, you got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What, does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. And quickly now, here's a look at the Rams offense.
And a big key is going to be how can these wideouts create separation from the defensive backs, because we've seen some early success in the passing game in this one, and that's going to need to continue.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Check.
Ready.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. This one from 48 yards away. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
And now out comes Minnesota. So the missed field goal, and now they're in great shape. They'll start at the 38. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards there, first down Vikings. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
You're out. 3 out. Kill.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 23.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. The pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. He'll look to throw.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. This from 36 yards out. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating 1st downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they were in field goal range the last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
Here we go. 8, read. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day. Deep grip.
Then he'll give it here to his running back. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw. Squeeze.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now a handoff here to his running back. And some room to run now. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Yeah.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
2nd and 1. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10.
But we spend a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Steps away to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And his kick here is good. And that will make it 6-0. 6-0 our score after 1. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. on the field. Here comes Los Angeles. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Ready?
22 yards there, a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You better be ready next time.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now a first carry for their fullback. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Looking to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34. Nothing too fancy there, a simple toss left, but for whatever reason, the defense, they didn't seem ready for it.
Let me continue on with your thought right there, because after the play was over, I kept my eyes on the defenders. Watch them get off the ground, going back to the huddle, shaking their heads and kind of pointing to each other like, what just happened there? I think you were onto something.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 23 yards on the play.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
60 outlaw. Hey, Charlie, recon, 132 fighter.
And now a carry here for their fullback. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
70, Indy.
Second and 6. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. They'll try to run this one in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10.
Set, ready? 10 Lobo.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Ready?
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
It's a nice completion and a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
Go, faster. Come on, set, play, 10 juice up.
Here we go. 59 Mike, check.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. 2nd and 11. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation. Let him sneak his way across. Coming back underneath. Put it in his hands. Let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
That's how we do it, baby.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for the loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. They'll set up to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 16-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the 1st half.
As the offense went on the field to start their last drive, you know they discussed in the huddle, hey, if we put one in the end zone here, we put ourselves in a position to start making a comeback.
Point after try forthcoming. And that'll make it 13-7. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And now out comes Minnesota. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, you've been around me a long time now. You know on 2nd and inches, I love it when teams are aggressive and take a shot, but we just saw the downside to being that aggressive, didn't we?
Now you've given up on a pretty likely 1st down if they had run the foot. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Able to power through. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now, his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this point. Touchdown, LA! A big play there. 76 yards as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. Now he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much.